All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful sunny Friday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua the Messiah. I pray everybody is super blessed on this beautiful morning. As usual, guys, if we can get 750 likes, I will be doing a Bitcoin giveaway. Also, do me a huge favor, go follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper and retweet the tweet of this stream. Let's see if we can finally get 750 people in here so we can get those likes. Bitcoin is dumping, guys, and the question today is, have we reached the bottom, or is there more dump this weekend? We're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna get into it. So far on the poll, more people are bearish than bullish, which is funny because 2 days ago everyone was super bullish in the poll. Shout out to Premier Crypto, shout out to J-Boy Bullish, shout out to Ems4445 and Eduardo Mendez. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to Sven. That's right. Praise Jesus. Baruch Hashem. Hey, Heisenberg over here. Shout out to Heisenberg over here. Dolores needs another cup of coffee. We're gonna talk about the price action today. Shout out to Sagar from India. Bro, I've been using an Indian VPN lately, and Indian advertisements are so hilarious. They really have it down on how to make a hilarious ad. Alright, y'all, we are live, and the question on everyone's mind is, are we going to see the chart today? Is Jason Casper going to show the chart, or is he not going to show the chart? Well, I think I'm going to show the chart today, guys. And before we get into it, let me remind everybody to FOMO into the Jason Casper like button. This is the live chart of the Jason Casper like button. And as the old saying goes, buy the dip, guys. You can see we've had a little dip in likes lately. But that doesn't change the fact that this is mega bullish, y'all. FOMO now. This, and I usually don't give trade setups live on YouTube, which is actually not true, because I did give the short from the exact top on YouTube 2 days ago. But I usually don't give trade setups on YouTube. But if I had to give a trade setup, I would say this is a wonderful risk to reward ratio on the like button, guys. Stop loss, you know, give it some breathing room. You know, you got to let your trade breathe a little bit. We're only risking 100% to potentially gain 25% to the next fib level. What a great risk to reward. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to share this stream on Twitter and tell all your friends about it at work and stuff, or whatever you kids are into these days, guys. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into the corn, guys. Let's get into Bitcoin right now. Because, I mean, really, we have experienced the loss of the local range here. And, you know, I was really looking to find some support down in this area. In fact, the area that I was really hoping to find support in was this area right here. Let me draw a little box around it. Really anywhere between the 40.7 level, really, all the way down to the daily, and the highs here at about 41.5, right when we start to take out these lows. So 41.5 down to 40.7 was the area I was looking for support. And the reason I was looking for support there is because if we just take a look here at our chart, we can see that we had this range that we were trading where we had the lows of the range coming down around, 41.5, and then we had the highs up here at about 45,000. And ever since we got this dump, I guess starting around right here, it was just a very smooth move down, guys, like a large bowl of oatmeal with lots of prunes and added fiber and bran flakes. It was a smooth move down. And we did not really find much support at this level. In fact, as we were coming down to that level yesterday, if we go down to a lower time frame, like perhaps the 6 minute, we can see that we were trading with a we were just unable to reclaim any significant level. We had this significant level right here, the value area low. Once we lost it, we back tested it and then straight up dropped from there. And then after we got the drop, we kind of had this trend line thing going on right here where we could see that we were respecting the trend line as support, bouncing off of it multiple times, and then now flipping that thing into resistance. And if you don't know, support lost becomes resistance, and resistance claimed becomes support. So I kind of want to talk about, where my mind is at with all this stuff, because it's been a pretty crazy time. And I am short. I am in multiple short positions. I'm short from, actually up here, I'm short, and then I compounded that short again right around here. And I actually did take a short from right here live on, what day is it, Friday? So Wednesday afternoon, I actually shorted right from here. And the way I was able to do that was because we had a confluence there. In fact, it was a trade setup that I gave in the Discord that morning, Wednesday morning, a potential short scalp. I didn't know it was going to turn into a trade like this, guys, but the setup was given in advance in the VIP Discord. Shout out to everybody who took this trade. And then, yeah, by the way, if you want to get into the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. We do have a fantastic community of traders in here, guys, giving technical analysis and trade setups. Some of the most phenomenal traders I have been blessed to meet in my life. And then also, just coincidentally, as we were coming up to that exact short trade, I happened to be streaming on YouTube and I took it live, so get a nice Scoopy Daisy down, bearish div. Although potentially one could make the case that literally right now the chickens are drinking. But I would, you could make the case. I was waiting for higher. I wanted to see a little bit higher here. You could make the case, guys. We saw the bearish divergences forming on the 1 minute time frame, on the 3 minute time frame. That the chickens would drink from here. But I have to say that I would prefer money flow coming down in a local 1 minute divergence. And I would have to say that I would really like to come up to that 44,350. Although one can make the case that this literally was a chicken's drink water right here, right? Came above the level, closed the candle below. But do we have the bearish divergence? That's the thing. I mean, technically we have bearish divergences on the 1 minute. Technically we do. We can get technical about it. But I would personally want to come up a little bit higher. Yeah, I need a new graphics card. I need a new computer. So we just hit the level here. Look at that, guys. It's amazing how well the level is respected. So my alert went off, and we touched the level we were looking to short from, and we literally just this was the top. And then we what do? We had to play. We had to play in order to get the price to dump from here. We had to play some Yngwie Malmsteen arpeggios from hell, because if you play the Rocky music, the price always pumps. If you play arpeggios from hell, the price always dumps. And I didn't know at the time, guys. I had no idea that the short was going to be so, how do we put this, juicy. I had no idea, but that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. And so I'm holding on to this thing. I'm holding on to it. And right now, the most important levels that we need to be watching for are going to be, number one, this daily level right here of 40,700, this green box. And if we can come above that 40,700, then I do believe we can get more movement to the upside. But we have to be very, very careful, because really, the main level I'd be looking for if we do get another move up would be this $42,000 level. That $42,000 level is a very important resistance right now, because it was acting as resistance back here, and then it acted as support, and it acted as support 3 times, and then after we lost that level, it now became our resistance. And so we can see we had a very fast move down. If we come up, we need to be aware of that level acting as resistance. And there's something else about that $42,000 level that is very important, extremely important. And I need to talk about it, because I took a long trade the other day, and it was, here, let me turn off some of these levels here and go to a higher time frame. The long trade was based on market structure. We need to see what's happening on a higher term time frame if we want to know, are we going to dump more, or are we going to find support? Because there was a very, very important level right here, this green box, that was acting as our resistance back all the way back in January 2021, and then it was our resistance over the summer, and then we flipped it into support, lost it, right? And one of the swing trade ideas that I was talking about back in early January, if we come over here to the potential Bitcoin swing trade section here. I hate when I get phone calls, guys. I hate phone calls, right? And now you can see my face here too. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Here I am. This is how I roll. Okay, got the Market Cipher shirt, got the cowboy hat, got the crooked teeth going on, and the glasses, guys, because this is just the way Jason Casper rolls. Okay. So let me see here. Where was that trade setup that we were talking about? Where was it? Aha! Right here. Yes, on the 24th of January, we were looking at this green box saying, if indeed we have put in a bottom at $33,000, the juiciest potential swing trade that we could get into on a official confirmation of an uptrend would be if we put in a higher high above 44,000 and then come back to retest that support, that previous resistance as support. And so what happened was we actually took the trade, and it was really nice, because during the actual VIP Bitcoin stream, the setup happened literally during the stream. So we were able to get into the trade live, and it was not a bad trade. We hit take profit 1, but here's the problem. The problem is we did in fact put in a bottom down here. We came up, put in a higher high, higher than this high, officially changing market structure on a high term time frame, like the daily time frame. I was getting pretty excited. I was getting super excited. We came down to the support and retested it. Literally perfectly retested that box. This is why I got into the long. But, oh man, we can see that now we're losing that support. And we can look and see what happened if we go to the 4-hour time frame. As we came down to test the support, we got one of the most bullish signs in the world on market Cipher B, which is the coveted uneven butt cheek pattern, guys. We had the very juicy butt cheek on the left, and then on the right, we had that skinny old lady at the diner who smokes too much with the Brooklyn accent. Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee. That's the only thing she knows how to say, all right? You know what I'm talking about. Gonna go out and smoke a cigarette. That's the only thing she knows how to say, all right? Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee. But we can see very clearly over here that we got the good old left butt cheek here, nice and big. And then we got that skinny old little lady over here on the right. And I was thinking to myself, we got ourselves a nice retest of the support over here. We got ourselves a nice uneven butt cheek pattern over here. When I saw it, I was like, I was shocked. Okay, I had to go inside from hanging out with the chickens and get myself into a long position. And I was thinking we could actually take out this previous high, but, okay, look at this. This is what happened while we were coming up from that area. We got ourselves a very bearish pattern, okay, which was this. We actually got reversed, upside down, uneven butt cheeks, okay, upside down, uneven butt cheeks on the 1 hour with money flow coming down, which is extremely bearish. When you see on market Cipher B the money flow getting lower like this, oof, as the price is getting higher, and you see the upside down juicy, and then the old lady at the diner like this as the price makes a higher high, that usually means we're not going to come higher, and that's a very toppy signal. Look at this. We got two extremely toppy signals here. First of all, we got this, where even on the 1 hour time frame, massive money flow coming down, massive bearish divergence, and then we tested the support. We tried to go for it, but then really even here, well, first of all, we got bearish div on the 4 hour for this. This is very bearish. And then, you know, when we came to try and take out that high and show that we have officially flipped market structure, then we got Dolores coming over here on the 1 hour, and it just seemed so weak. It seemed so weak. And if we go to the weekly time frame, we can see that that weekly candle close looks super, super weak. In fact, look at this, guys. Just take a look at this. If this was on the 12-minute chart right now, if this was on the 1-minute chart, we would all be shouting, chickens are drinking water. Because what it means when the chickens drink water, guys, is it's called a failed swing, right? You could see if price is in an uptrend, right? And we form a high, and then price makes a higher high, but that candle closes purple, and it closes below the initial high that we put in. It looks like the way a chicken drinks water. When a chicken dips her beak into the water and then pulls it out real quick and laps it up. Okay? And, you know, going to the weekly time frame, this really does look like we simply just came above this previous high, and the chickens drank, and now it looks like we're going to come down, guys. Look at the weekly VWAP pointing down now. I am under the suspicion that our relief rally that we've been hoping and dreaming for is now potentially coming to an end. And what makes it even a little bit concerning and sad to me is we know my targets. We know my targets that I've been talking about for months and years and decades on here, okay? I've been trading Bitcoin since 1991. My targets were this 382, the $47,000-ish level. It was a very juicy level. We had a very juicy confluence there. What? Hang on, guys. Hang on, let me mute this crap. Gotta mute this. Hang on. What is going on? Okay, Ethereum, okay. Bitcoin, okay. Jason Casper like button. Whew. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure, and by the way, if you want to get a juicy discount on the trading course, JasonCasperTrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because the goal of this course is to equip you with the ability to always have a plan when it comes to trading, okay? So that you can make the plan in advance, like this trade that we were planning all the way from January 24th, and then take the trade and close in profit because you know exactly what you're looking for, right? You know exactly what you're looking for. Or like the short that I was looking for very pacifically, okay? Some people trade, they're looking for Atlantic things. I'm looking for Pacific things. I wanted us to come up to this exact level for the short. And then when we got there, I knew what I was looking for. So it was easy to take. Okay? That's what the course will teach you how to do. To read the charts and feel confident in your trades, how to stop FOMO trading and trade with emotion, how to utilize tested trading strategies, primarily using the indicator market Cipher. And also risk management, guys. Super important risk management so that even if you're taking losses, you can still be profitable over time. You can check out the success stories here. You can use the coupon code pinned in the live stream right here. You can use the code grab some TP because we dumping, y'all. Shout out to Robert Bonar holding it down with the wrench. And shout out to Epidemic 3P and J-Boy Bullish also holding it down with the wrench. And Robert Bonar is the best YouTube moderator and Market Cipher Discord moderator that I know. This dude, for some reason, is in every single one of my streams for the whole stream, moderating and shilling my own links. What a great guy. What a great guy, Robert Bonar. You're a great guy, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. So anyway, all this to say, guys, I was really hoping to come up to that $47,000 level for a very juicy short. But I'm short, you know, we do what we do. We look at the charts and do what they say, but it's a bummer when I was really hoping to get more of a relief rally. I was hoping to come up to 47. It might happen still, but things are looking less likely because, again, on the weekly time frame, guys, this is just the most bearish thing. Like, here's the thing. When you see this on the 4-hour time frame, it means we're going to get a serious dump. This is the weekly time frame over the course of a year of price action printing. Okay, we go back to the 4-hour time frame, and what do we see at the top right? At the top that we put in right here, we saw the bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, right? Right here. And that has led to a dump of about 12%, guys. 12%. What will the weekly time frame do? I don't think this thing has played out yet. Even the monthly. Although the monthly VWAP is actually starting to curve up right now, which could be a good sign, I'm not very bullish. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. There's a few different possibilities. But before we get into those possibilities, those juicy pasta, ravioli, lots of nice and big, nice and round, lots of ravioli inside, flowing out of the left butter cheek. And that lady at the diner, she's bringing you the plate of ravioli, and she's bringing you that other cup of coffee. All right? Where am I going with all this? I don't even know, honestly, guys. But here's the thing. All right? Here's the thing. Well, let's go back to a little local time. Let's get a little local before we get macro. I'm feeling local today, guys. I'm feeling local. It's been a good day. And you know, I do have to say that this could be considered a bullish divergence on the 1 hour right now. Okay? I do have to just say that this could be a bullish divergence forming on the 1 hour right here. This could be, you know what, guys? It could be. You know, it could be. Am I in any positions? Am I in any long positions right now? To be fully transparent with you guys, I am in a long position, but it's very low risk. And it's kind of just in case we get a crazy pump. I'm already short. But I didn't necessarily even find a good entry. Let's put it that way. It's probably dumb. Don't do it, because this isn't financial advice, guys. This is not financial advice. In fact, just to highlight the fact that this is not financial advice, let's quickly, again, remember who you're dealing with here, guys. You're dealing with a guy on the internet, okay, with crooked glasses, okay, a cowboy hat, a Market Cipher shirt. Clearly, I am paid opposition here. You know, CryptoFace controls everything I say. And I'm just chilling down here in the basement. And clearly, I am not a financial advisor. Okay? I am not a financial advisor. Not at all. Okay. And by the way, shout out to CryptoFace. I just got myself a whole bunch of Market Cipher merch. I got the pencil neck mug to drink my dang black coffee. I got the Market Cipher hoodie. You know what? I'm feeling it. I got the Market Cipher t-shirt. Cut the sleeves off of it because I don't like sleeves, guys. You know, I just don't like them. Okay. Where were we? Yes, local. The local yokel. I'm mostly short, guys. I'm mostly in shorts. And let me see. Now I've got too many levels on the chart, guys. Too many levels on the chart. Yes. So the major area of resistance right now is going to be that $42,000 level. If we don't hold that $42,000 level, if we come down more, the next area that I'm really looking at is the 39.5 down to 39.3 area. This zone right here, this green box. Why is this green box so important? Let's discuss the green box. Okay, let's discuss the green box. Because it is very important. It's a very important green box. Going back to the daily time frame and zooming out, we really need to hold the green box. We need to hold this white line. Why? I'm going to tell you why, all right? I'm going to tell you why, all right? Well, it's because if we come over here and we pull the fixed volume range, we can see that the green box is the value area low of the entire year. All right? And so this is still, even though we've lost support and we were kind of making bearish market structure, we can still, even though we've lost that important level of like 41K, we can still come in and make a higher low and have bullish market structure. Or we could even come down, and I'll get to this in a second, even lower and still have technically bullish market structure because we have our low, we have our higher high. Until we put in a lower low here, there's still hopium to smoke. Okay, there's still hopium to smoke. And I'll take a hit right now. That's some good hopium, guys, because when we zoom out and we notice that we're still inside the value area, you know, as long as we don't lose this value area, then we can still keep our sights fixed on that $57,000 potential high volume node, or at least that $47,000 high volume node that we also have right here, right? It seems a little bit strange and odd to me, okay? Strange and odd, two words. Are they synonyms? Perhaps. They might have slight nuances that make them different. But as long as we stay inside this value area, it does seem strange that we didn't come up to this high volume node. That seems strange to me. That's either super bearish, or it's just a sign that we put in a higher high, and now we need to have a little retracement. Okay? And you know, be aware of this. Be aware of this green box. Again, be aware of the green box, which is literally between 39.3 and 39.6. Because as your grandfather always told you, when you told him you were getting into investing, he told you, son, investing's easy, right? Love me some good old George W. Bush. You know, that's what your grandpa, he's an old conservative man. He knew George W. Bush when he was a little preschooler, right? And George W. Bush, he used to build them towers out of blocks, knock them down himself, and blame it on the Arabs. And so your grandpa told you, you know, son, you know what you got to do? Just buy low and sell high. It's so easy. Okay? And he's Southern. And, you know, that's just how he likes to roll. And this objectively is a low, right? It's called the value area low. That means it's low. And we are technically, even though we have a very bearish trigger wave right here, and the VWAP looks horrible, we are technically coming down to an important area of support in this green box. And so when we get there, what do we need to be looking for? We need to keep our eyes peeled for the cheeks. Okay, we need to keep our eyes wide open. Okay, we need to be looking for, well, not really, no, I'm not going to be looking for the chickens drinking there, but I am going to be looking for the cheeks. Okay, I'm going to be looking for the cheeks, and I would really like to see those cheeks on like the daily time frame and down, guys. Even like on the 4-hour time frame and down. Okay, like as we come down to this level, I would really like to see something very bullish, because we can't lie to ourselves, right? If we don't see the confirmations, we can't be looking for trades here. But let's say over the weekend we do kind of pump up, retest the 42K level, and then come down here, and we see something like this on Market Cipher be on the 4-hour, right? Something that looks just like this, but down here, then we could be looking for support here. But we need to be objectively honest with ourselves. I would even take it if we saw that on the 1-hour. In fact, if we drop down to here right now within the next day, and this 1 hour does give us, you know, hey, Dolores over here, let me get another cup of coffee, then potentially we could be looking to enter into a long over here. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what the charts are giving to us, all right? And that's what we got to do. We got to make our plans in advance, okay? Maybe a day or two before. And then we just come over here and look at the charts. Look at good old Market Cipher. It ain't gonna lie to you. I'm telling you, Market Cipher doesn't lie. It doesn't, because I'm telling you, it really doesn't. Look, it called the top. It called the top right here very, very clearly. And it called the bottom here very, very clearly. And it called the top right here very, very clearly. And here's the thing. I'm always want to use an Old English word. Okay, if anyone reads their King James Bible, you know, what does that word mean, want? I'm always want to distrust Market Cipher. I'm accustomed or used or likely to distrust it according to wordnik.com. Okay? But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Even though I'm want to distrust it, it is very trustworthy, right? These divergences, especially that money flow, don't lie. Okay? It don't lie. And so, you know, if we don't see it, don't take the trade. And I've learned this the hard way many times. I've seen it and not taken the trade, and I've not seen it and taken the trade. And I always regret it. Okay? Regret. I'm sure we all understand what that word means. And so if we lose this very important level now of 39.6 to 39.3, well, that brings us back down to the range that we had below us, okay? And again, we're just looking at this as chunks of sideways market. Chunks of sideways market, okay? Chunks of sideways market, right? And what we can do is just look for the highs and the lows of a sideways range, and then we just buy low and sell high like our great-grandpapa told us. And we do it here, too, right? And that's how we got all these trades, right? I mean, think about it. We took, you know, I don't know about y'all, but just in this range here, I was able to get into a short trade from right up here, get into a long trade from right down here, get into a short trade from right up here, and like an idiot yesterday, I got wrecked trying to get in a long trade from right here because I wasn't listening to Market Cipher, but that's okay. That's okay. Losses happen, all right? And I actually did make some good long scalps yesterday too. So basically, you know, to get into the exact trades that I took yesterday, I've got them all here for everyone to see. I got absolutely wrecked trying to build a swing long position, just dollar cost averaging in on the way down. I was listening to my grandpapa a little too much, but I also was able to take some really good scalps, some chicken drink water type scalp longs yesterday as well, right? So I took me two scalp longs. I think I took 3. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, really the juice of my day yesterday was being in this short trade from the top. The short trade that, I mean, it does not happen very often, y'all, that I do actually, that we actually took the trade live in a live stream. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Is that not crazy, guys? That is not crazy. Almost to the exact dollar as well. That is pretty crazy. But what was I talking about now? man. Oh, right. I got wrecked yesterday. Because I was buying low and selling high, and I was trying to hold a swing long position because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to divorce the idea. And this is actually some good trading advice, guys. If you have an idea, okay, and this was my idea, right? My idea was that we were going to retest that key level and then burst off into the stratosphere. I was not ready to divorce that idea, okay? I was still married. You can't be married to ideas. You have to just do what the chart's telling you to do. So I was still married to it. I bought low when I should have been just holding my short, okay? But, so yes. So we're looking for sideways markets. So when we lose one sideways range, then we look down to the next sideways range, which is now down here. And so if we lose that 30, if we lose the yearly value area low, that is bearish, but it doesn't mean that we just sell all our Bitcoin. No, it means we look for trades at lower level. We look for longs at lower levels. So what are the lower levels? Well, first of all, if we pull ourselves a good old fixed range nadir right here, and we just take a look at the levels that we got going on. What's going on? Well, we got ourselves some pretty interesting levels here. First of all, we have the value area high, which is essentially going to act as support, because what this volume profile does, if anybody is unawares, okay, if any of my brethren are slightly ignorant on the matter, allow me to go over it a little bit, okay? To use more of a high English. Try to use lots of big words over here, okay? No, but in all seriousness, these shaded candles are called a value area, meaning if Bitcoin falls back into this zone, it's going to be considered a fair value where the candles are shaded. And if price pops outside of the shaded candles, it's very likely to pop back in. We saw that many times when we came up, drop. We came up, drop. We came up, drop, right? And so what used to be resistance now becomes support. So we come down here and we're going to see, is the corn going to now come back into the old range, or are people going to say, nah, right? They might want Bitcoin to be trading back at the higher range, or maybe we form another range right here. Right? Maybe we just start to form a little sideways range right here. So this is the first place to be looking out for. Now, look at this. We got ourselves a juicy high volume node down here. And this juicy high volume node, it ain't just a high volume node. It also happens to be a daily level of support and resistance. We can see that when we came down here, we formed two daily candle bodies right here. And so that's a very juicy level that could potentially give us some good support if we do come down even lower. And not only that, if we take our good friend Fibonacci, by the way, I named my son Fibonacci because I love using Fibonacci retracements, but if we take the Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the swing high, we can see that we don't have exact confluence, but we have some decent confluence right here, guys. We have some decent confluence, a little box, and that box is only a 2.5% move, right? So even if, let's say we see confirmations forming, and by the way, I only paper trade. I don't trade real money. This is not financial advice. Remember who you're dealing with. Crooked glasses, Pikachu hat, cowboy hat, market Cipher shirt, in the basement, hanging out with the chickens all day, drinking water, okay? Who knows what else I'm drinking over here? But, the thing is, just black coffee, guys. Just black coffee. I don't touch any of that other stuff, So, what was I talking about? Right. Not financial advice. Paper trading only. I only trade fake money. How do I pay the bills trading fake money? It's because I make all the paper, because I'm paper trading, and I sell it to book companies and receipt roll companies, and it's pretty crazy. It's actually pretty crazy. But yeah, so the thing is, right, if we come down to this area, we could, depending if you see your confirmations, you could like build a position here or potentially be a ninja, okay? And really the juiciest level would be if we came a little bit below that golden pocket. But these would be the main areas now that I'm looking for if we continue down more. And these are areas that we should keep our eyes upon. And again, when we keep our eyes upon a certain area, it doesn't mean we automatically take a trade there. It just means we're aware of the area so that if we see price coming there, then we can go and say, hey, Dolores, is Dolores here today? All right, we might get two answers. Hey, is Dolores working today? No, she's off today. All right, well, then we don't take a trade. Hey, is Dolores here today? Oh yeah, she's here. She's just in the back. Great. We take ourselves a trade over here. All right, that's what we do over here. And so let me pop into the chat and see what's going on. Wow, we got 470 people in here. Absolutely phenomenal. And shout out to Mopar King, who says, God bless you. God bless you too, Mopar King. May the Lord bless you. And do we have another super chat? Super Googly. Bro, long time no see. Super Googly, an OG of the channel. I guess I usually don't stream this time anymore. So, let's see here. Did we get any other super chats in here? No, I think that's it. Super Googly. Thank you, Super Googly. You're the man, bro. And, I don't, who drew that? J-Boy Bullish. I have to find out. Somebody in the Discord drew it. I can find out, and I have to give them accolades. I have to give them accolades. Yeah. Let's see here. So, Eye Opener. I think you're hilarious too. Shout out to Waleed, and shout out to Steph Wilson, who's bullish on humor. Shout out to Luis Rivera. What is good, man? I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I know the 786 does line up with the value area low of that lower range as well. So that's something else to keep in mind. So we turn on our 786 level, and we can see that it's lining up pretty nicely with that value area low of the range. So, and not only that, but it's pretty much at this low here. So, you know, be aware, guys. Be aware that the chickens could get thirsty under there. It's a little poem that my mom taught me. Be aware, chickens thirsty under there. And we used to say that every night before bed. And so I would dream about this exact scene right here. Growing pineapples in the backyard, the chickens eating bitcorn, drinking water, and yeah, you know, I love me some chickens. I really do. They're beautiful animals, and they're fun, and they like you. You go outside, they're always coming to see you, coming out of the woods to see you because they think you got a bowl full of goodies for them, and usually you do. Everything that your kids didn't eat, the chickens eat, and then your kids eat it again the next day in the eggs. You know, it's a trick. It's a trick. You're tricking your kids. They think they're getting away with not eating it, but ha-ha, you're going to eat it the next day in a chicken egg. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe if the chicken ain't laying, you'll eat it the next day in the chicken soup. Love me some good old chicken soup. Love me some good old bone broth. And some raw goat cheese. Guys ever leave some raw goat milk on the counter for a while? Tell you, turns into some basically cheese. Basically turns into cottage cheese. I'm not even kidding. And it tastes good too. Milk don't go sour the bad way if you actually drink raw milk. If you drink the kind where they take everything good out of it, put some other stuff back into it, that'll go bad. You don't want to drink that, okay? But you might die. Remember, drinking raw milk, you might die. It's really bad. I don't know how humans survived for 6,000 years drinking raw milk. I can't believe we're still here today with all the unhygienic things we used to do. Shout out to Dread Mining, by the way. Dread Mining, a nice supporter of the channel. A friend wanted to bet we go to 30K. Should I take it? Bottle of whiskey on the line. You know, 30K, here's the thing, Dread Mining. If we lose this bottom here, this low, then I am convinced we're going into the 20s. Because, again, to get a little bit more macro, let's wax macro, guys. Shall we wax macro? Let's wax macro. Let's wax. Hang on, guys. Wax on, wax off. Let's wax macro again. And actually, you know what? Let's wax super macro. Let's go to the BLX chart. The BLX chart. Oh wow, this is talking about, this was back when I was doing analysis talking about the time I tried to ask out that girl, that hot blonde girl named 382ia. And her other friend, who I didn't like, but I had to pretend to like, there was her other friend, Hynodia and 382ya. I don't have time to get into the story about how she rejected me and broke my heart after I finally gathered the courage to ask her out. But let's not talk about that right now, okay? Because I don't have time to go down memory lane about how 382ya from Lithuania broke my heart. But here's the thing. Bitcoin has been trading in a sideways range since the beginning of 2021, right? It's been an emotional roller coaster for us traders because it feels like, we're going to the moon. Oh, no, we're dropping down to Sheol. We're going back to the moon. Oh, no, going back down to Tartarus. Going back up to the moon. Oh, no. But really, guys, things have been very stable. We've been trading sideways. Not a big deal. Just another day at the office, right? And so, when we're scalping the 1 minute time frame, this can be very, very crazy. But when we're just on the daily time frame, it's just been the simplest swing trades in the world, right? Buy low and sell high, and buy low and sell high, right? Now, notice something. Did we come back down to the low of the range? No, we did not. We did not. What low did we come down to? We came down to the low of a channel, a parallel channel, that is actually how I was able to get into the long from $33.1 thousand, because we came down to the bottom of this channel perfectly, to the dollar actually. And we could kind of look at this potentially as a giant bull flag, right? This could be a giant bull flag, right? But here's the thing. We have not come down to the lows. And we have put in such a bearish divergence on the monthly time frame, money flow and everything coming down. And I talked to CryptoFace about this, and he says the monthly just doesn't give enough data to tell the future. So, okay, that could be true. Flop and Groper, he's kind of more bearish as well as I am. And so I don't know if this is going to happen for certain because, again, I'm not a high time frame trader really. Like I am, I'll trade the daily. I'll look at the weekly for confluence if I'm looking for a swing trade. But I do not usually look at the monthly. But I can say that since the history of Bitcoin, we've never seen, and there hasn't been much data, but we've never seen a bearish div on the monthly before, guys. Never. Not even in 2018 when we had the pump and dump thing going on. All right? And so here's the thing. If we take now a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from essentially the very low of Bitcoin, like we could take it from literally 1 cent to the all-time high. Look at this. Just look at this, right? On log, that golden pocket fib is coming in right around, between 24 and 27,000. So that is pretty wild to see that. And it would actually be a really, really nice retracement here because it would allow us now to come to the low of the range, get a fake out to the downside, bounce out of the Fibonacci golden pocket, and then potentially see new all-time highs. Now, another level I'm really looking at, and it's crazy on log scale, guys, because literally we're pulling the fib from 1 cent to 69,000. But if we pull the fib now from just the Rona dump, right, the old Rony baloney, the old Rona baloney. Let's see, where was that? 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. It doesn't even change the fib that much. Isn't that so funny? Like how massive percent Bitcoin has grown in the past compared to these swings right now. And how come we didn't all buy at 1 cent? What were we thinking? I'll tell you what I was probably thinking. I was like a senior in high school back then. And honestly, the only two things on my mind were, in all seriousness, guys, the only two things on my mind was one, females, and two, being in a band and playing music. So I was wasting my time in high school being a complete waste of a human, which high school does to about 85% of people. It makes them wastes of humans because during some of the what could be the most productive years of a person's life, they are culturally forced into this thing called adolescence, which was invented in the 40s for marketing purposes. Being a teenager, that didn't exist, right? And instead of like focusing on things that are actually going to help them in life, they're focusing on things that will absolutely not help them in life. And the culture has made it in a way where they have no ability to see outside of that 4-year bubble of high school and then hopefully going to college so they can pay $100,000 to get a piece of paper that says they are now specialized in Pakistani gender studies. Instead, we could have been learning how to trade Bitcoin, guys. So I'm going to make sure my dang kids know how to trade, because at least then they'll be able to do something. Even if they want to be burnouts, at least they'll be traders. And so we have this golden pocket also coming in right here at about 28.9 to 26.8. And this is very, very alluring to me, because it will also give us the fake out to the downside, potentially now putting in all-time highs. Now, something else that is very, very alluring and interesting to me is the retest of the previous all-time high. Now, people are going to say, Jason, we've never had a test. We've never had a retest of a previous bull market all-time high. We had our 2013 bull market here, and did we even come close to retesting it? No siree, Bob. No siree, Bob, we did not. Why do I think this time could be different? I think this time could be different just because from the 2013 top to the 2018 top was 1,600%. But from the 2020 top to our current top was only 200%, okay? So it's not like, you know, it's not as massive of a move. And also, we have some very interesting technical things, if we go back to our weekly time frame, that make me think this is a pretty interesting target. First of all, we have this pattern here, which is called a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. A rising wedge is a bearish pattern, and basically, how did I draw it here? Like this. We were drawing it like this at the time, okay? Where we have actually broken out of this this bearish wedge here to the downside, okay? And if we take a target for that by taking our trend line from the low to the high and then dragging it down here, we can see that from the point where we broke out, it's bringing us almost to that retest of the previous bull market all-time high, which is coming in between 17K, where we have that 786 fib level, and that 20K level, which is an important level, actually a little bit above that. And so these really, if we lose the bottom of the channel, if we lose this 32.9K level where we came down to, I'm looking below 30K. I'm looking below 30K. And then I'm looking down to the previous bull market all-time high. Excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over some kind of respiratory thing. Some kind of respiratory thing. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind is at with it. Oh man, who asked the question? Dread mining. So yeah. Do we see uneven buttocks anywhere? Do we see any other uneven buttocks? People are saying uneven buttocks. Shout out to Jason Avant or Avant or Avant. Lil Fib will use the log button. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he will. Do we have a hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, Mateo? Yes, we do. And that should be addressed. That should be addressed. Let's not leave any stone unturned here, guys. Do we have a hidden bullish div on the weekly? Indeed we do. Indeed we do. Price is making a higher high while momentum is making a lower high. And so this is the make it or break it, guys. This is the make it or break it. When we come back down to that local range, if we don't find support, if we don't put in a higher high, because here's the thing, right now, we can still, from a bullish perspective, say that we have come down to key support, which we have indeed. This was a very key support. There were multiple confluences here. And that's probably one of the juiciest scalp trades I've ever taken in my life, because I didn't know it was going to be a scalp, and I ended up holding it to, and I don't even know if I'll be able to find it now, honestly. I don't know. Yes, here it is. I was able to you know, I didn't even take profits up here. I didn't take profits at 45.6 like I should have, guys. But I have taken a lot of profit out of the trade. Okay. I should have taken some profits up there. My next take profit level, guys, I kid you not, was 46.2. And it didn't get hit. And if we come back into that old value area, I will close the trade. Honestly, I'll close it and I'll just look for another long. But I've taken over 50% out of this trade. So it's still a very small position. I'll either add to it or close it, depending on the situation. But we came down from 33.1, I was able to get into a long. And also I was able to build some swing trades also from down there, right? On lower leverage, 7x leverage, I was able to take another long from down there. But my point is, this was crucial support, right? And we did give that trade setup in advance, by the way, in the VIP Discord. If you want to join, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. All right, I'm done showing myself. Well, maybe I'm not done showing myself. There's a 30% discount on the course, guys. Pinned in the comment, I think you have to use the coupon, let's see. Grab some TP because we dumping y'all. Right here. Grab some TP because we dumping y'all at jasoncaspertrading.com. 30% discount. Man, what a juicy discount. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and share the stream. Tell your mom, come watch Jason Casper on YouTube. So we put in crucial support. And so the bullish scenario is that we put in our low and we put in a higher high, officially changing market structure on a higher term time frame. And now we're coming in to put in a higher low. So as long as we put in a higher low, even if it's all the way down here, we can still say that was a hidden weekly divergence. If you are trading this as a hidden weekly divergence, your plan is not invalidated until we put in a lower low. But it's impossible to know that right now. And we can get some clues by watching how price action develops in the coming days and weeks. Because if we come down to some of these key supports and we see what we're looking for, baby, you know what I'm saying? You know, the lights come on in the club at 2 a.m. and all of a sudden it's all laid bare for everyone to see, okay? If we come down to these levels and we get the uneven buttocks, then we can say this is a sign of strength and potentially this uptrend will continue, okay? That's what I'm going to be looking for because I'm long from here, right? So I am actually long from here hoping this is a legitimate swing trade. But if we just see bears, the polar bears and the koala bears and the panda bears and the teddy bears and the grizzly bears are coming out as we're coming down here and there's no signs of strength, then I would say it's unlikely that that's a hidden weekly divergence. And I would also like to point out the fact that on the weekly right now, the old WAP is very floppy, okay? There's two types of VWAPs in this world. There's happy WAPpies and floppy WAPpies. Happy WAPpies are when the VWAP is very poignant, up, very erect like that, okay? If it starts to flop like it's doing right now, that's bearish. We can look at this weekly VWAP to kind of give us an overall feel of what the market's doing, right? When it starts to get floppy, it at least means we're going to consolidate if we're in a uptrend. But if it gets floppy while we're at the top, like look at this, the VWAP starts to get flop, and then it starts to just keep on flopping down over here, and then it really starts to flop right around here, which is when we start to get our first major correction, okay? And then up here, the VWAP starts to flop right around here as we're coming up to the top, and yeah, we still got a little juice left, but then, vroom, right, we come down. So be watching the weekly WAP, the daily, okay? We want to start to see this thing on the daily start to do one of these, right? At least be parallel. At least if it starts to curve up like this, then we can say, you know, as the VWAP starts to curve up down here, then we could have said, hey, we're expecting another move up, which we got, but it was a failed move. But yeah, look at this. As the VWAP starts to point up right here at this bottom, the daily VWAP pointing up, that's when we get the move to the upside. So we just want to be aware of the conditions. If we're looking at higher time frames, then we zoom into the lower time frames to see more clearly what's happening on the higher time frames. Okay? We can see what's happening on the higher time frames, and then we need to zoom in because time frames are showing you the same exact thing from a different resolution. Okay? It's like, you know, we're right now on the daily time frame. I'm only looking back to October. I don't know what happened back in 2013. I would have to go to the monthly time frame, and then we can see we're in a massive uptrend over time. But right now, it looks like we're just in a downtrend. So, you know, potentially flipping market structure right here. Okay, let's see. Shout out to everybody who liked the video. Shout out to Uncle Andy Crypto. Shout out to Steph Wilson. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Yes, I do owe her royalties, but you know what? Jado in my Discord, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, because I don't think there's a J sound in European languages. Maybe Yado? I don't know. Us Americans, we don't know nothing besides America, right? That's all we care about. Europe, we don't even know if you exist or not. I know about Germany. I know about England. The only reason I know about them two countries is because y'all went to war with us. We didn't go to war with y'all. And let me tell you a thing or two. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what's up there, right? Got a whole bunch of ice and stuff up there. And wait, I'm wrong, though. There's one more country. Once a year on St. Patrick's Day, all of a sudden, every American turns a little bit Irish, too, and they go out to the pub drinking them green Bud Lights. So we have a 4-hour hidden bullish div. Yeah, you know, we have a 4-hour hidden bullish div. You know, we could, like, anything could happen, guys. Anything could happen. Here's the thing about bullish divs. When we're looking at bullish divs, we need to, 1, look at the VWAP, 2, and do we have a hidden bullish div here? Yeah, we do. I'll give you that. We have to see something called a hidden regular. So do we have a regular bullish divergence on the 1 hour as we're printing that 4-hour hidden div? You could say yes. Honestly, you could say yes. So potentially this is a really nice hidden div. And I would even say that, I don't know. It's so hard to say right now what's going on, guys. And I'm going to sit out for the weekend, right? I don't trade on Saturdays. It's the Sabbath day, all right? I go to religious services, hang out with my friends and family, and, you know, worship the Lord on Saturday. And on Sunday, I do trade. So I kind of want to see what happens this weekend. You know, clearly right now there's low volume. We might range here a little bit. Or who knows, maybe we'll squeeze all these shorts. Whatever. I'll figure it out next week, honestly. But shout out to Steph Wilson. Oh, crap. Really? Thank you, Steph. I have to appreciate that and try and fix that. Did they give you the old chatty? Yes. Over in England, they gave us the old chatty. And if anybody's new to the channel, the old chatty is the term we use over here for the chart. Okay, we don't call it the chart. We call it the old chatty. Hello, my good bloke. Have you looked at the old chatty today? Have you seen the uneven butt cheeks on the old chatty? I saw them myself, actually. Let's see the old chatty here. We're underneath the VWAP. As long as we stay under the VWAP on the old chatty, you know, I do remain quite bearish myself. And let's see if we got some golden pockets on the old chatty. Yeah, we got a golden pocket right there. Just above that WAP. Coming in right around the 0.5 fib-ish. But, I mean, honestly, the 12-minute looks bullish to me a little bit. Money flow's coming up. We have an anchor and a trigger. You know, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, 36.3 to 36.8. I'm watching that area too, Aaron. Gold and silver are up. That's interesting. The yearly value area low is nowhere near 39.3 for USDT. Oh, okay, that's interesting, Donnie. Yeah, I just used the USD. Which organic coffee do I do? I usually there's a coffee company is the Peregrine Coffee Roasters. Let's see if I can find them. See if I can find them. Shout out to Peregrine Roasters. Okay, these guys are actually personal friends of mine. This is some nice, sustainable, ethical, organic. Not all organic, but here's the thing about it. It's not organic because it's hard to get that organic certification. But some of them they actually are able to get the certification on. And this is what I drink. It's good coffee. I'm trying to get them to create a Jason Casper roast, right? A Jason Casper coffee roast. This is usually the coffee that I drink here. These guys are personal friends, and this entire shindig over here is that's my friend over there. This entire shindig, right, is funding mission work in other parts of the world. So It's not just for your organic energy, guys. It actually has a good purpose if you're into that. So check them out. PeregrineRoasters.com. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to cut the stream kind of soon. How do I manage multiple accounts on ByBit? I use multiple accounts. Yeah, I usually keep one logged in at a time. Like right now, like my swing longs from lower, I don't even have that logged in on my phone right now. But if everyone could like the video right now on the count of 3, we're going to do the... I don't know. We need to come up with some word for it. The Casper count. I don't know. We got 400 people in here, only 300 likes. Man, that really does do a bad thing to my self-esteem, guys. What were we talking about now? Ukraine's going to legalize the corn. Do we have any reverse butt cheek on the daily? I don't know. Oh, right. How do I manage multiple accounts? Well, I have one. It depends. Like if I'm already in a swing trade, if I'm looking for a swing trade, I'll have my swing trade account open. I already have on my phone, I have a PHEMEX and a ByBit account open at all times. So I can long and short at the same time. If I'm trading USDT on ByBit, I can long and short at the same time. On PHEMEX, I can long and short at the same time, doing the USD margin and the Bitcoin margin. And that's how. What disciplines would you recommend for a trader that can help with their trading discipline other than lifting weights? Yeah, so basically, you just have to make a promise to yourself that you are not going to do anything that you shouldn't do. You need to... Okay. You need to just know how many contracts you're going to put on that scalp or swing trade. Predetermined, you say, if price gets this level with my divergences, I already know how much I'm putting on that trade. I already know where my stop loss is. And then you just have to stick to it. You have to stick to it. If you take a loss, take the rest of the day off. Because you will have that temptation to revenge trade with a position bigger than you should. So if you take a loss, take the rest of the day off. And it really just comes down to habit. You have to have the habit. The habit. If you don't have the habit, maybe start with a small account with like $1,000 and have the habit of only putting that certain amount of contracts on the trade, and that's it. And have a habit of only taking the good trades. For me, the way I trade, I have my levels on the chart. I only take a trade if price comes to my level, and I only take a trade if price comes to my level with my confirmations. Do I mess up? Yes. Do I take bad trades? Yes. But in general, I'm pretty dang good. The mistakes that I make are usually taking a trade at my level without my confirmations. That's usually my mistake. And even if you just do that, even if you had no indicator and you just took trade at your level, you'd probably still break even, honestly, because the levels are respected. And if you're doing it with good risk management and you're just trading your levels, you'll probably break even. So if you have an indicator that gives you an edge, now you're going to be doing well. But honestly, trading discipline will go into other aspects of your life. Like if you can be disciplined with trading, you can be disciplined with other things. I recommend making technical analysis a part of your morning routine. Like for me, my routine every single morning is I wake up, I pray for 20 minutes, I chug a glass of coffee, and if I'm not going to be lifting actual weights, I do 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, I do 100 curls, 100 tricep push-downs, and 100 crunches. Like, if I'm not going to actually have a real workout, because it gets the blood flowing, and then I'm caffeinated, and then I go upstairs, I take a shower, I smack myself in the face with cold water, and then I sit down at the kitchen counter and I do my technical analysis while I drink water. That's part of my routine. You have to make it part of your routine, right? And so once I do my technical analysis, I have my plan for the day. Once I have my plan for the day, it makes trading easy because you're not sitting there thinking, uh-oh, what do I do now? Oh no, price is going up, it's going down, what do I do? You already know. You don't care what price is doing until it gets to your level, and then you get an alert, and then you look at your phone, and you say, and then you take the trade. And once you take the trade, you already know how many contracts you're putting on. You know where your take profits are going to be. You just set the limit orders real quick. Then you just kind of walk away from it and then come back. You're either going to be in profit or you're going to be stopped down. So, you know, make it part of your routine. And if you're having trouble with discipline, then you just need to, I would say start with a small account that doesn't matter if you lose it, but still enough money where it hurts if you lose it. So like if $2,000 is enough where if you lose it, you'd be super pissed, but it's not enough where you're going to lose your whole house or not pay your rent, then do that. Pick an amount of money that will suck to lose, but still will help train you, because it's honestly all about building the habit pattern of like making sure, like when I'm entering a trade, usually I'm putting 1% of my 1 to 2% of my account on the trade, which is really easy because you just slide that ByBit slider to 10% and then move the decimal point over 1, right? And then if you're doing 2%, you just times that by 2. And then that's it. Just stick to that, right? Stick to it. What the heck, man? CryptoFace does not use demo accounts. You're talking about Carl from the Moon who got caught doing that. Because when CryptoFace live streams, he literally shows the URL of the actual live markets, not the testnet markets. Prim, get the heck out of here, bro. Come on, man. You can't be accusing people. And also, I don't even know if the Carl from the Moon thing is true, so I shouldn't even be propagating that. I shouldn't even be propagating. We shouldn't be propagating rumors, guys. Come on. Thou shalt not go up and down amongst thy people as a talebearer. Yeah, who knows what's going on? Who knows with other people? But we shouldn't talk about those types of things on the internet, you know? Unless they can be proven without a shadow of a doubt, then that's a different story. See, Robert Bonar says the moon thing is not true. No, I'm sorry. You're right, Joe P. Overbeek. I don't trade with real money either. In fact, I'm the one that uses only demo accounts. Only demo accounts. What happened to the small account I was trading, Jack Streff? I have now put that account on my bot. I've now put that account on my bot, and the bot is actually doing very, very well with it. The bot, in fact, the bot didn't even get wrecked yesterday. So this is the P&L of the bot right here, and it's a very small account, but you can see that over time it's growing, the account, and the wins are small because the bot will take profit, stop loss to entry, and then get stopped out in small profit. But even yesterday during that dip, you can see the bot longed where I longed, and I got wrecked. The bot didn't get wrecked because the bot wasn't trying to enter into a swing trade, so it didn't have a stop loss, and then closed the day in profit. So that's what's going on with the bot account. And the reason why I've switched it over is because I hate trading on a small account and missing out on a real account. So the bot, guys, is coming along super well as well. I mean, seriously, the bot is my one. So we're testing it. We're testing it in multiple ways. I have people taking only my trade setups with the bot, and we're testing it by using different leverages, different position size, because it's an art. Like the bot is an art. It's an auto day trading BART. It's a BART. It's an art. Because yes, it's trading my setups. So it's trading my plans. So if I like post a trade setup like this, the bot actually takes the same trades as I do. So this right here, the bot actually took this trade, and because it knew to look for uneven butt cheeks at a certain level. And so we're testing it with multiple accounts right now, with multiple people, and we're trying to see what's the best leverage to use, what are the best confirmations to look for, how much should we be risking per trade on what leverage, and we're trying to come up with a guideline so that once this thing goes live, not only are my copy trades actually profitable, which they are so far, we're refining it, but also we're gonna have guidelines so that when you set this thing up yourself, you're gonna know, okay, what are the parameters I should be setting this up like? For example, if you're trying to short the top of a range, you should be looking for confirmations on a higher time frame than if you're looking to short the middle of the range or something like that. Or if you're looking for a chickens drinking water trade, you have to make sure you're using low time frames, because a lot of times that pump is going to show up on the 1 minute before anywhere else. And so that's what's going on with the small account, guys. I'm testing it with the bot, and it's very interesting. The bot will be available for to use by June, guys. So March, we're going to open it up to 250 people for phase 2 beta testing. What percentage is my stop loss to get stopped out in slight profit? 0.2% above the entry. So you can imagine that a lot of these trades right now are not very, they're not making a lot, but they're not losing. So the bot is basically a money keeping bot that occasionally gets a good trade. But we're trying to find that sweet spot so that there's a sweet spot here, right? Because you're not a human. So there's like nuances that you can look for, sometimes good, sometimes bad for the trade. But, keep in mind, Ethan Redhead, that you're not necessarily getting the bot early if you're a phase 2 beta tester. You're a guinea pig, so, you know. Yes, TA is using the bot. So here's how it's going to work. There's going to be 3 levels to the bot. Level 1 is going to be simply just getting the signals in the Discord when my bot enters a trade. So basically, I post these trade setups in advance for the day. You will know if my bot has determined that there's a divergence there and you should get in the trade. You'll also know where the stop loss is, where the take profits are. That's level 1. Level 2 is you'll be able to hook your paper trading fake account up to my bot, which is also paper fake trading on my account. And, you know, you can actually take these trades with me. Automated. Paper trades. Fake money. Fake. This is all fake. Level 3 is you do your own analysis and come up with your own trading plan, and the bot will trade that for you. It's great for somebody who knows how to do TA, but has a full-time job or a family, or is a full-time homesteader outside hauling manure around with a pitchfork, you know? So, yeah. More info on that soon, guys. It's going to be only available in the VIP Discord, okay? In the VIP Discord. Shout out to everyone who liked the video. And, guys, I have to head out. But I want everybody to be super blessed. The weekend is coming up. Make sure to spend time with God. Make sure to spend time with your family. Make sure to focus on the things that are truly important in life, because there's a purpose as to why each one of us are here at this specific time. And it's easy to get distracted with things that do not matter. So I pray everyone is super blessed and receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. B'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel. In English, that means may the Lord bless you, may He keep you, may He protect you and guard you, may He cause His light to shine upon you and have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you, give you wholeness and completeness and peace in the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Peace, y'all, and I'll see you in the next